Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the top five things that you'll need to get started homeschooling today. Now, I am talking about having an interest-based, child-led, experiential learning homeschool type of atmosphere that's going to help foster lifelong learners. So that's what this list is geared towards today. So it's going to sound and look a lot different than your traditional list of things that you would need to get started homeschooling. So I have a list here. I'm going to read these to you guys, so I don't want to miss anything that I wrote down. And so the number one thing on the list is having loose parts, materials, and supplies. So what is this? What are loose parts? It's basically just an endless supply of any type of material that the kids can create, manipulate, all those things. So here are a couple things I wrote down. I've got Legos, that can be loose parts, art supplies, arts and crafts materials, colored pencils, markers, crayons, tape, googly eyes, pipe cleaners, paper scissors, blocks, toilet paper rolls, natural materials like sticks and leaves and acorns and all those fun things, rocks, all of those fun things. Endless possibilities when you supply your children with loose parts. There can be creative play, there can be engineering, there can be math skills, there can be, what else? There can be lots of different opportunities for play and learning and growing when you provide your kiddos with loose parts. So that's a fun one. We like to have loose parts available in different ways. So sometimes we'll put things up in the game room for the kids where they can just access them. Or we have a supplies cart. Some people call them art carts. I'm thinking about making it like a STEAM cart for the kids and putting on materials and supplies for them so that they can pick it up and do with it what they want. That's what I was going to say, STEAM. It is a great way to foster STEAM, which is the science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So having loose parts will definitely foster those areas of learning in your home. And nature's a great resource for loose parts. You can pick up just about anything outside and throw it into a loose parts bin or area or wherever it is you have designated for loose parts. And also, you don't need to go out and buy a lot of new things. We have arts and crafts supplies stored, and ever so often we just pull out whatever's in the arts and crafts supply storage and just put it on the cart or the area where they're doing the loose parts, and then they can just go to town. And once we cycle through the stuff we already have, then we can refill it with some new things that catch our eye or that we find out in nature. Number two is a library card. Get yourself a library card if you don't already have one. Library is a great resource for you to go and visit and utilize within your homeschool lifestyle. It's going to offer not only experiences through books, because you can have experiences through books in ways that you wouldn't be able to have in real life if you don't live somewhere where you can go readily, visit a wildlife center or whatever it is. You can read about it in a book and get an experience that way. And then also the library has different programs that you could be a part of. So that's fun. Check out what your local library has available for you guys for your age group. And if they don't have something, give them a call. You never know what they might be able to set up if you're homeschooling. Give them a call, see what they have available, and see if there's something that you could help facilitate or set up. We did that with the library here and did a tech club for the kids. So they hosted before school hours were out? Before after school hours? I don't know how to, you know what I'm getting at. Before the schools let out, we had a time block at the library where they would set up STEM or tech stations for the kids, and they got to rotate through them all and check them all out and try new things, and it was a lot of fun. So check out your local library. Number three on the list is getting yourself memberships. So memberships to museums, memberships to gardens, like botanical gardens or aquariums, or what is the other one? I don't know. Get yourself memberships to a variety of different places that you can go and have experiences while learning. So let's see, this ties into experiential learning, to get out there and explore the world around you and find things that are of interest to your kids, and then go and explore those things. Possibly check out some books from the library to read along with these things that they are interested in, and then go have an adventure. So we're going to get a membership to the to the museum that's here local to us. We haven't had a membership there before. We've been there to visit, but they also have a lot of classes available that they can take They have, of course, the regular museum and then the exhibits, the rotating exhibits that come through, and they change up ever so often. The museum is a great resource for you to get started homeschooling. Number 4 is nature. Nature is a wonderful place to learn and explore. It also helps us to just kind of reset and balance. So if you're feeling like you've got a lot of anxiety going on in your household or with your children or whatever it may be, nature is such a great way to just step back and recenter yourselves. So there's a lot of learning that can happen in nature as well. There's life cycles, there's the environment, there is, what is that one called? The water, is that the water cycle? I don't know. We have a book, my son loves it, but that one, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't live in a place that you can just walk out your back door and be in nature, which is kind of like how like our living situation is, we can't just go out back and be like in nature necessarily, but there are lots of places that we can go to explore nature. And a lot of places do also offer classes that we can learn about the environment, we can learn about life cycles, we can learn about photosynthesis, we can learn about, you name it. There's a lot to be had in learning in nature, and it's a beautiful thing and can help you feel more centered and balanced. Number 5, which might actually be the most important, and it's not something tangible, it is intention. So having intention throughout your daily living with your children is the number 5. I wrote down mindset of living your day with intention towards what truly matters. So letting go of all of the to-dos, letting go of all of the must-haves and all of that, and really just taking it slow, slowing down, engaging with your children, finding out what it is they love, and then going on those adventures together. There's a lot to be said about switching your mindset, and it's not always easy to do because we're kind of programmed, to live a certain way and at a certain pace, and it's hard to slow down and just really focus on the things that matter most, which are those in our lives, our loved ones, and then fostering those relationships. And you can foster those by doing these other things on the list. So exploration together, learning together, growing together, experiences together, all of those fun things. I hope that you were able to follow this video without getting lost in my thoughts, because I'm a little bit scrambled today, but I wanted to get this out there for you guys so that you guys had another video this week of the 5 things that you can do to start homeschooling today with intention and in hopes to foster lifelong learners. So if you have questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm excited to be back next week. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time. Bye. If you're liking what you're seeing here on my channel, please take a minute to like and subscribe. This is a free way to show your support to my channel.